Hello, today's topic, order of operations, PEMDAS by grouping. Okay, so when you have been taught how to do order of operations, or the traditional way of teaching order of operations is by PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, where you start with the parentheses, and then you move on to the exponents, and then sometimes you have multiplication, and if you have multiplication and division, those two terms go together. And then you have addition and subtraction, and those two terms to go together. What I have found a few years ago was that students got confused with order of operations problems because they just had too many steps and they were writing the same problem out too many times, which caused them to make a simple mistake. And with the simple mistake means that the whole problem is wrong. I was introduced to order of operations by grouping about 5 years ago, and I have found incredible success with students who typically got confused with this, but were able to knock it out of the park with the grouping. Okay, so we're going to do a few examples, and I'm going to show you how we group. So the way that we group is, every time that you see an addition sign or a subtraction sign, not in parentheses, and I'm going to put that in parentheses, not in parentheses, what we do is you either make an open or a closed bracket, and then you group the problem into different pieces. It can be done with the easiest of problems. It can be done with the most challenging of problems. And let's get started. We're going to do about 4 or 5 examples, and I'm going to show you how much easier order of operations problems can be if you follow this step. Addition and subtraction, signs, not in the parentheses, we're going to make these brackets. So let's start with the first problem. And I'm going to make the first problem probably the easiest problem, okay? The first problem is going to be 2 plus 2 times 2. Now, on my statement here, in grouping, I want to group at the beginning. Always start it off with the beginning. And then you look for any addition or subtraction sign as I'm going along. Well, I see an addition sign there, so I'm going to end my group here. And then I'm going to start another group right after the addition sign, and I'm going to go until the end. And I have 2 groups. Next step, bring the groups down and do what it says inside of them. 2 plus, what is 2 times 2? Well, it's 4. And 2 plus 4 is 6. And that would be the answer to this problem. Okay, again, seeing our addition sign, we make 2 different groups. Let's go to a second example. The second example is a little bit more in-depth, but not terribly. Example 2, 6 divided by 2 plus 3 times 4. Okay? Again, we're going to set up our groups. Always start at the beginning of the problem and go until you see an addition or subtraction sign. There's our addition sign. So we have to end the first group, begin the second group, and then go to the end of the problem here. So again, we have 2 groups. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Bring down our addition sign. 3 times 4 is 12. And 3 plus 12 is 15. So the answer to this order of operations problem is 15. Okay? One very easy, one a little bit more intense. But as you see, we've just made 2 groups, and you could do this math kind of in your head. Okay, let's do a third example. Now the third example is going to look a lot more intense. Okay? Five squared plus 3 times 8 minus 5, end of parentheses, minus 16 divided by 4. Now this problem looks like a beast. And this problem right here would probably take you 5 steps to complete. Okay? And let's see how it works with our brackets, with our grouping. So the first one, we always start at the beginning of the problem, and we go until we see an addition or subtraction sign. So we're going to go 5 to the second power, addition sign. I'm going to end my spot right there. I'm going to start another one, and I'm going to go until I see another addition or subtraction sign. I see a subtraction sign here, but it's inside a set of parentheses, so I'm going to leave it. I see a subtraction sign here, not inside parentheses, so I'm going to make a new group, and then I'm going to start a new group, and I go until the end of the problem where we are there. So now I have one group, two groups, three groups. And let's see what we got. 5 squared is 25. Bring down our addition sign. 8 minus 5 is 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. And then 16 divided by 4 is 4. So in one step, after making our groups, we have 25 plus 9 minus 4. And 25 plus 9 would be 34. 34 minus 4 would be 30. And our final answer here would be 30. I hope that you can see by the grouping that that's made this problem dramatically easier to solve, or simplify. And then we'll do one more problem just to show you how easy these can be. Okay? The last one that we're going to do. 5 plus, and in this case, I'm going to do 3, and then a set of parentheses, 2 minus 6, another set of parentheses, 8 minus 7, minus 20 divided by 5. Okay. All right, let's see our grouping. So we start here at the beginning of the problem, and we see our addition sign. Stop. Start here right after the addition sign. Go, oops, subtraction sign, inside parentheses, stop. Our subtraction sign here. And then the last one, stop. So we have 3 groups again. The first group is just a 5. Our second group, this looks pretty big. So what we have to do is you have to start from inside the parentheses. 8 minus 7 is 1. So we can cross that out and put a 1 there. 1 times a negative 6 is negative 6. And then 2 minus 6 is negative 4. So we can make that a negative 4. 3 times a negative 4 is a negative 12. That's our second group. And then our subtraction sign over here. And 20 divided by 5 would be 4. Okay? So again, really long problem. As soon as we grouped it, it became much more easy to manage. 5 plus a negative 12 minus 4. Well, negative 12 and negative 4, both negatives, that's a negative 16. And then 5 plus a negative 16 is 5 minus 16, so negative 11. Okay? And that is doing order of operations problems by grouping. I hope that this has helped you. If you have any questions, watch the video again and talk to your teacher to get some clarification if you're still not sure. Okay? Have a great day. Take care.